today I want to have a chat with you about making sure your invoices that you're sending out to your customers are numbered consecutively and logically. Now there's a couple of reasons that you need to do that. The first one is to satisfy our friends at HMRC. If you've got invoice gaps in your numbering, they're going to wonder why you've got gaps in there, and it's going to look to them like maybe you've deleted or voided some invoices. So always make sure your numbers follow on from each other and they're consecutive. And another reason is that you don't want to confuse your customers. So it's really hard getting paid as it is. And some customers they're not very fair, and they will use any excuse that they can find not to pay you. Now, if you're sending out random invoice numbers, they're not going to know really where they are with paying you. If you're providing a repeating service every month or every few months, it's not going to be obvious to them if your numbers are jumping all around which ones they've paid and which ones they haven't. So we don't want to confuse your customers, and we don't want to give the bad payers an excuse not to pay you. So if you're using a software like QuickBooks or Xero or Sage, it makes it easier because it shouldn't let you duplicate your numbers, and it will automatically select the next available invoice number. So that's all very well. If you're doing your own invoicing in Word or Excel, or you're using an invoice pad, it's a lot harder to keep track of the numbers. What you don't want is your numbers to be jumping all around. Another way that you might get into difficulty is if you've gone from a manual invoicing system, so paper-based or Excel-based, and then you're going on to software such as Xero. There is a setting in Xero where you can choose what number your next invoice number is, and if you don't know where to find that, just pick up the phone and we'll show you. It takes a couple of seconds, and that way, if your customers are used to having your invoices, for example, invoice 123, they'd be looking for your next invoice to be starting with 124. So you can set Xero to do that. So yeah, just make sure your invoices are consecutively numbered and it's logical. And sorry, it sounds like I'm lecturing you, because I know it's most unlike me. I just want to make sure you get paid. That's it for now. Have a good day, and I'll speak to you soon.